Synopsis with another review, and the book I'm reviewing today is Claire Messud's The Woman Upstairs. This book was published by Knopf in April of 2013. It has around 253 pages and I think 2,300 ratings on Goodreads. When I first decided to review this, I think it was under 2,000 ratings. So this book really follows Nora Eldridge. She's an elementary school teacher in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and she is just known as like really the best teacher. All the children love her. She is just known as a really nice lady. I think she's like 37, so she's definitely would have been called a spinster in another day and age, because she has not gotten married and she has no children of her own, and she has just kind of resigned her life that she is just going to be a school teacher, despite the fact that in her past she had aspirations for greater things in life, but for some reason she held back on those aspirations. And the thing about Nora, she is extremely angry despite her very nice and sociable outer appearance. I think she's very angry at the world and her life, that she has more passion and she has more thirst for new experiences and things in the world than her life has given her. She studied art, and so she is an artist, but she just never really braved the world in actually trying to be an artist. It's not like she tried and failed. She just she really loved art, but she just never tried. To a certain extent, she kind of feels resentful of the really nice, simple, quiet, tidy woman upstairs type of facade that the title is associated with. The idea that women have like not necessarily just only women, but just like women also have like this inner rage that they felt like they've had to settle in life, not necessarily due to gender stereotypes or anything like that, but just like men have a midlife crisis, that their life hasn't panned out the way that they thought it would, in the same sense that she knows that she doesn't look like the stereotypical angry woman, because she's just the quiet woman that lives upstairs. So the woman that lives upstairs what happens with Nora Eldridge is that she meets this family through one of her students, and she ends up meeting the mother, and the father he's a guest lecturer, and so the family is from France, and the mother is an artist, and her and the mother just really hit it off. And Nora also totally falls in love with the son. Not in that way, but the mother, who's an artist in Paris, she's splitting this studio with Nora. They kind of start doing art side by side, and they develop really good friendship, and then eventually Nora meets the husband. She starts a friendship with him. In a way, she is like a satellite to this family, and she falls in love with each of the members of the family individually and all together at the same time. It's kind of weird in the sense of trying to figure out if she wants to replace one of the family members, or she wants to be one of them, or she just wants them all together and she just wants to be around them. The book really touches on how this family affects her and how she really interprets these experiences that being around this family gives her. In a certain sense, it seems like this family is a crutch to her, because she's using this family as a stand-in for doing all those things and experiencing all those things she wanted to experience in her life without actually going out and doing it for herself. It seems like while the family is there, because they are temporarily in Cambridge, they're going to go back to Paris eventually, she is using them as a proxy for real world experience and life, and she just wants to revolve around them for as long as she can. I know that I read that like a lot of people felt that this character was very unlikable, but I didn't necessarily think that she was that unlikable. I don't know, maybe I'm gonna turn this lady one day. And I think I saw something where it's like, if you're married, you probably wouldn't like her. If you're a single female, then you probably understand her a little bit better. I know like all the things that she's complaining about is, you know, of course it's like first world problems, but I think people need to understand that problems are relative, because people don't earn feelings. It's not like, you have to be a starving child in Darfur to earn the right to be sad or you don't have to be denied your rights to be frustrated. You don't need to see, you know, your family gunned down in front of you to be angry. It's all right to feel what she feels based on her life, and at a certain point she realizes that there's a whole world out there that she has just been shut off to, and she's exposed to different world events by this family, and she realizes that there's a lot out there that she's missing out on. The writing style is written very brashly. It's written in first person, so she's gonna cuss, she is going to just, you know, do rants, she is going to just, I mean, this is not like ravings of like a super angry woman, but it's like, you know, it's like the language of like someone who's just really pumped up inside. I really did sympathize with the writing style, because sometimes, like, I know in my life that like people think I'm like super nice, and then I mean, I can't be mean to anyone, like, to their face, but then sometimes, like, in my head, I do think some of these things, and I'm like, fuck you. But I don't know, I felt like there was a little bit of something missing in this book, because the book really just revolves around her and this family, and she did have other friends to bounce off of, but it just seemed like her seemingly magical year with this magical family that just brightens up her world, but there's not really that much, like, to counterpoint this paradise, this wonderland type of feeling. There should have been like a little bit of something to anchor down the story. So I wanted something else to anchor her, or at least her to interact more with the other people in her life that kind of knew her consistently throughout her life. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I did like it. I probably will try more things by Claire Messud. I would be interested in seeing how Claire Messud's normal writing style is, and not like her writing style through this character. This is my rambly review. Hope it made sense. I don't know. Talk to you guys later. Bye!